Recently, I've seen more and more people say that Deku isn't faster than light, and there are no ways of getting him to or faster than light speeds. So in this video, I'll be going over literally every single way to get Deku or anyone in My Hero Academia to faster than the speed of light. I did say I wasn't gonna make any more scaling videos for Deku, but I don't count this as a scaling video in the normal sense, because I'm not giving my thoughts on how fast I think Deku actually is. I'm just showing that he is at bare minimum faster than light. Now, the first and most straightforward way of getting him to FTL speeds is by using him being able to dodge lasers in the third movie. And yes, all the movies are canon. These lasers also have all the properties of being light speed. Not only do they move in straight lines, they are fired out of a sort of lens, and the only times they ever reflect or bounce off objects is when they hit Flecktorn's mirrors. People will try and debunk these being light speed with two arguments, which being 1, Rhodey could dodge them so they can't be light speed, and 2, they cause explosions on the ground, which is not something light does. Now, the first reason doesn't really make any sense, because it would just upscale Rhodey, and you could also easily just argue that Rhodey is aim dodging or running around wildly, and that the lasers just have bad aim. And causing explosions isn't a counter either, because high energy lasers are able to cause explosions through the rapid rise in temperature the material would experience. So here we have an example of Deku dodging and moving in tandem with light speed attacks, and when calculating this we get it to relativistic plus, which gets 100% Deku to FTL. The next way of getting Deku to FTL is by using the Naval Laser. Now, the Naval Laser is a very controversial ability, as people don't think it's light speed for multiple different reasons, but all of them are simply wrong. First off, we know that these lasers are photonic, as Hagakure, who has the ability to reflect and bend light, can manipulate the Naval Laser in all the same ways she can manipulate light. We also have 13 directly referring to them as light speed, and there are also several instances in the data books where the laser is referred to as light or to have the properties of light. They will then say that it can't be light speed because it bends, but that just isn't true. There is not a single instance in the manga that I can recall where the Naval Laser actually bends without having Hagakure be there to bend it. The only time this happens is in the anime and movies, but that doesn't really mean anything because it's just a stylistic choice. It doesn't debunk how the lasers actually function, and it doesn't make the movies non-canon. People will also say that the lasers can push Aoyama, so they can't be light speed, but that's just also not true because light can push things. Now, the reason why this is important is because characters all throughout the story have been able to react to the Naval Laser, and Kon is even able to move faster than it in the second movie. The third way of getting Deku to FTL is thanks to Armored All Might, who, in his fight with All For One, uses his equipment to fire a laser down towards him and One For All. It is made very clear that he started moving after the laser was fired, and due to this we can get him to 22% the speed of light. Current Deku would be many times faster, easily putting him at FTL. The next way is by using Lady Nagant's bullets. When fighting Lady Nagant, Deku moves a very long distance in the time it took the bullet to move a few centimeters. We can actually find the speed Deku was moving by using another calc to find the speed of her bullet. And no, this isn't calc stacking, as using calcs to find the speed of projectiles and applying that to other calcs is generally accepted. Nagant was able to snipe Shigaraki from over 200 kilometers away, and using an extremely lowballed speed for Shigi, we find that her bullet moved at a speed of 1.9% the speed of light. Putting that into the calc, we find that Deku was moving at 5.5 times faster than light. Now, the fifth method comes from Hawks, who in his battle against All For One moved a long distance while heavily injured to save Tokuyami from a beam of light. And this feat comes out at 1.2 times FTL at the bare minimum. The sixth and final way that I am aware of is due to this guy, I don't know how to pronounce this, gonna be honest, being able to cut Hood several times before the first wound is healed. This is actually very impressive due to his wounds having been stated to heal at lightning speeds. And when calculating this, it gets it to around 2.6 times faster than light. There are probably more ways of getting him to FTL, but I don't really think we need any more, because 6 different individual methods of getting Deku to faster than light is more than enough. Deku is undeniably faster than light, and if you want to know how fast he really is, you can go check out my most recent power scaling video for Deku.